Well, here we are just outside Bellac. Beautiful property behind, and I say beautiful because it's a renovation property. We're going to be looking inside in a moment. Actually, a couple of properties that are there. This property is on with Chris Summers from Haute-Vienne House Sales, and we're going to talk to Chris as well in a minute, but I'm going to take a look round, going to look at what's in here. It's a lot for your money in here, a hell of a lot for your money. So it's going to be really interesting to take a look inside, look behind as well. Really nice position as well. The sun's just rising above us down to the valley as well. So we're going to take you behind, go and have a look. But do remember, renovation costs money to do the renovation, but actually value for money in terms of what you get is huge. Let's go and have a look. Well, here we are in the first of the two properties. This is the one that actually needs a lot more renovation. I mean, they both need renovation. This is the one in a little bit worse repair, shall we say. We come into this front room, lovely old front room, beautiful walls, beautiful fireplace as well. You could do a lot with that. Now, you've also got probably a dining room if you wanted off that side. We can go into bathroom, toilets, etc., and then we'll go up the stairs. So we're going to have a proper look around in a moment. Key thing to remember when we're looking at renovation properties is what can you do with it? What are you going to do with it? Who's it going to suit? So you've got two properties here. You've got choices. You could knock through and have a huge property if you wanted. But if you look at the proximity of where it is, very close to Bellac, look at what it does and everything else around it, probably best to have one of the houses that you can live in, and then one of the other houses you can actually do up and probably have as a rental property, as a gîte. When you look at the gardens, there are actually some really nice views across as well, so we can show you those in a moment as well. You need to think about this. I think it's on the market in the mid-60s at the moment, so 60 odd thousand euros. Maybe able to get a little bit less. You've got to think how much you're going to have to put into this. You've got to think about that budget. You've probably got a budget somewhere between 70 to 100,000 to bring it up to spec if you wanted to have two properties, one to live in, one to rent out. Probably. You can probably do a little bit less, but it depends what you do and who's going to do it for you as well. In terms of what you want to do on the outside, probably isn't that much to do on the outside. Probably got to change the windows, etc., etc. But in terms of that, there's a lot of potential with this, and really is good probably from a residential and investment perspective as well, so you've got something to go with and something to do with it. Let's have a little look around it a bit more though, and then we'll go upstairs, and a few more things to look at here that you really need to consider. But as I say, it is a great property with great potential. Right, let's have a really good look round. So as I said here, we've got the fireplace behind as well, looking great from that perspective. Really nice fireplace, you could do a lot with that. Let's now go into this front room. Okay, so we're in this front room here as well. Again, really nice. You'd have to rewire everything in here as well, got to be done. If we just look over here, we've got some elements of a bit of damp coming in. Probably going to have to strip all of that back off, strip everything back off there, I think, and put there. Lovely, beautiful, thick old walls over here at the front. So when we look at the window here, that's good thick walls. Again, insulation wise, you're probably going to put some plasterboard on and some insulation to be able to get that up to spec and get it where it wants to go. But this is a really nice space in here. Really nice area to be able to look at, and you do a lot with that in here. And again, just got some lovely views out onto the road on this particular one, but you've got lots of light coming in. When we go upstairs, you'll see a little bit more. So let's head on up through there, shall we, and see what we can find. So again, when we're coming through here, coming into this area here, it's pretty dark behind me if I'm honest, but again we've got a toilet down here, we've got a little bit of storage. We can actually get out to the back as well, and yes, I'm disappearing here, but you can get out to the back, and we're going to go through there in a moment. So let's go up the stairs and see what's up these stairs. So just behind me, you're above the barn. That's there, and there's an old threshing machine in there as well that you can see. What I really like up here though, we've got a big landing area. It's a big landing area up here, lots and lots of space in fairness to it. And actually when we come into here, we've got an old bathroom just in here as well. It's missing the toilet. It's got a bidet and it's got a sink, but it's missing the toilet. So we've got that room there, then we've got another bedroom here. Again with the sun coming through, you can see the sun coming through just behind me. Nice little bedroom this. You know, obviously in here, easily get a double bed in. There was a wardrobe in here that you can see as well. So no, it's nice. It looks really good in terms of that perspective. Again, we've got a bit of mould just up here. And I think when we come into this other bedroom, just round here, we'll go a little bit careful on our feet, but also just looking up there, we can see where the ceiling's coming in from there. Okay, so the ceiling is coming down there. You'd have to rip all of that out, go onto the top, insulate. We need to look at the roof as well. But I mean, this is quite a nice room. Got to go a little bit careful. The floor is a bit dodgy in here, if I'm honest. The floor here is a little bit dodgy, but again, nice windows and you can look out to there. But definitely would have to look at the ceiling in here. Needs a lot of work done to it, and we can look at that. Another room as well. I don't think we'll go into this one, but we can see, again, ceiling needs a bit of work doing on that, and I don't really want to go on to that floor. But if you look up here, you have got the potential here, potential of, I mean, there are 3 bedrooms up here and a bathroom. Potential maybe you had 2 bedrooms if you wanted. You could have an ensuite as well with maybe this room just behind me, and then this sort of front room. You could have that as a big bedroom, because that is a big old bedroom there. And then also you could put an ensuite on there, and you could have here, you could easily have 2 ensuite bedrooms up here if you really wanted to. Let's go downstairs and have a little look outside now. Let's go and have a look outside the garden. Again, this property hasn't been lived in for a long time. No electric here, so it does go a little bit dark as we go through. So let's just go and have a look outside. And what we've got here as well, we've got a lovely old bread oven just in there. You can see that bread oven, which is lovely. Again, nice little storeroom that you've got there. And then we come down to here. Let's just have a little look out through here. Nice garden. You could cut these trees back, and really nice view across the valley. That is a lovely view, I have to say. We'll go and have a little look down there in a minute. You've got some neighbours here. You've got a house that's here as well, and of course the house just overlaps there, but the house next door looks in good order as well, so that's always a good thing to think about when renovations. Also some of the properties around you. When you look down here, you can see the trees. There's actually 2 gardens to this property, so we're going to pop next door as well. You've got the opportunity and have 2 gardens if you want. You can take all of that down, have one big garden if you really wanted. So now, I mean, this is a lovely spot though, with the sun coming in, beautiful view across the valley. And why don't we go and have a look down there? Let's go and have a look down there, because for me as well, it's also about, you know, the potential of views. So we've got here a little courtyardy bit just behind me here. Got this big old tree. Let's you know, get that tree down as well. Let some light into the property. A little courtyard in there as well. But you could open all of this up behind. You could get everything opened up to you. But let's go and just have a little mooch down here. Again, if you can imagine, what would this property look like in the summer? Here we are in December, just coming through here. And we're coming down the garden. Let's have a really good look down here. I think we're going to find something really special down here. Fair few brambles about, but let's not worry too much about that. Let's go and see what we can see. What's down here? I mean, this is lovely. A view out onto farmland down here. There we go. Look at that. Yeah, so when you look behind me, I mean, that is lovely. It's a really lovely view down to the valley. Got a lovely field here as well. You know, you can look back to the property and we can see that huge tree. That's going to have to come down. It'll cost you a little bit to get that down, but get that down. But again, lovely garden, slopes away. You could easily then put in sort of over here if you wanted. You could probably put in something there. Nice little bit of decking. Cut some of this bracken and everything that's here, and brambles and everything else. But no, it's a really nice view. You're looking across the valley here. You can see over to Bellac as well, which is really close. So no, this is good. So let's go and look. Let's go and have a little cheeky look into the other property. Now, just as we're walking back up, you can just see the sun over here coming from the east. Probably in the summer, the sun's coming from there and setting over there. So when you're here in your lovely garden, the sun will be setting. You'll be able to have a really nice, enjoyable evening out here as well, and just be able to go from there. So yeah, this is exciting. Let's go and look into the second property as well and see what's there. We're just going to go round to the front now of the second property here. Just thought I'd show you the little entrance here. Okay, this is how you can get into the garden of the first property we looked at. And then just here, we've got a bit of a lean-to here as well. And you've got the access into the garden for the second property. And as I said, you could easily take this down, have it as one big garden if you wanted, do a lot more, but you've got access here this is access to your property that's there as well. And what's really interesting, we're on a shaman here, shaman behind, little lane that's behind, and this is what actually then comes to the road behind us. Not all properties have easy access to the behind of the property. So actually for this, you don't have to go through your property. You can come round, come into here as well. You've got an access point here that you could, if you wanted, to be able to park vehicles, because there's a road outside. Parking, there's a little bit of parking outside, but actually for some more secure parking, you could actually put on here, just down where these lean-tos are. You could have a little garage if you wanted, again subject to planning and everything that goes along with it, but you could put a little gravel area, you could have that's parking as well, and easy access, private as well. So you need to think about these things when you're looking at it, and that's why this property's actually got so much going for it. And we looked at the second, you know, that first property had a decent house next door to it, so again that's good. Seems to be the same this side as well, so from that perspective it's good. So let's go and have a look at the second property. Well, here we are in the second property. I think there's a slightly bigger footprint on this second property that's here, but we're going to have a really good look around. So I've sort of come straight into the kitchen. Again, very similar with these French houses. Needs a bit of work, of course it does. We've got a barn just through there as well. You could do quite a bit with that barn if you wanted. Again, you could convert that, probably give yourself, I don't know, you could even convert it into a little granny flat if you really wanted it. I suppose that's an option as well. So just looking around at that. Got this kitchen area, obviously rip everything out. There's only a sink here at the moment, so there's not much you could do with that. And again, we've got a dining room to the side as well, dining room, sitting room, whatever you want it to be, which is there. And again, let's go and have a little look round. We've also got probably another sort of bathroom, washroom that's through there, and access to that little courtyard area. We can't get into that courtyard at the moment. Very overgrown, as we could see when we were around the corner as well. So let's look at what else is here. So let's do our little walk around here. We're just doing our walk around here. As I said, there's a really big sort of front room that's here. It's a big old front room. Again, nice ceilings and everything. You've got windows out to the front. You could do quite a bit in here. So again, this probably will be a sitting room. And then you would have a nice big kitchen diner as well that we saw. And then just coming into, just off the side here, we've got that sort of bathroom area, and we've got access out to there. There's a little storeroom in there as well. Again, you can easily convert that into something. You've got to remember this was used many years ago and was probably part of maybe some farm workers' houses. And what seems to happen a lot in France, a lot of these older properties in particular, a lot of the French now want to buy newer properties, but also a lot of these properties get passed down through the families as well. So you end up with properties that have probably been vacated for a long time, so they need a lot of work to do it. And again, it was very functional for then, not functional for now. So let's wander upstairs as well, see what's up here as we go. A sort of stairway as well as we come up, got a bit of damp just above us there, and you can see up into the attic and the loft that's there. A bit lighter than the first property, and again you could, if you really wanted to, knock through, but I like it here as well. But interesting as well, upstairs you've got two bigger rooms, two bigger bedrooms, but there's no bathroom up here, so there's no bathroom at all up here. Now what you probably could do, particularly in this room I'm in, again nice and echoey, tells you it's a big old room. But in this room as well, you probably could put a little ensuite in if you wanted. You probably could put a toilet and a shower in if you really wanted to here. What I like about this property, lots of area as well. And again, if you look over to the back, you can't really see it through here, but through really nice views. Yes, there are wires there, but really nice views across rolling countryside. You can see to the Mont de Blanc as well, which is some big hills that are outside of Bellac, really well known. You can see to those. That's actually a really nice view you've got there. And again, you can tell now, sun coming through. So we're filming this at sort of 10 o'clock in the morning, but it's a winter's day. So think in the summer, the sun comes around a lot quicker and it's there as well. So very nice and light to be able to come in there. So I do like these two big rooms up here. Yes, you've got work to do up here. Again, it'll get all the electric sorted. You've got damp issues, so you've got to be able to do those. But again, I think you get so much value for your money here as well to be able to do it. And if you think, you know, whichever property you said, right, I want that as a residential, and then we'll let out the other one. So much there that's here. So yeah, a lot of potential. As I say, it's quite interesting. Seems a bigger footprint downstairs, but upstairs seems to be less. So, you know, it's horses for courses. But if you were to let this out, really nice to be able to let it out as well, from probably holiday lets as well. So you've got a big old attic just looking up to in there. And then we'll just make our way down and we'll just have a quick look in that barn. Again, that barn you could really do some stuff with as well. And we get into the barn, which is just here. a barn, if you wanted, you could have it for a garage, but I quite like this barn behind. Okay, so if you look up to there as well, we've got that. It comes off the roadside. I think for me, if this was me, you know, potentially you could turn this into a granny flat. You know, this could give you something very different. I mean, you know, you could end up actually maybe have a couple of properties that you could let. So small granny flat, access off the road, coming into there, have a bedroom upstairs, you know, sitting, dining, kitchen area down here as well. So, you know, you've got that potential that's here. So there's lots and lots you could do with this property. Again, I think it's a pretty good property and great value for money. You just got to put the work in. You've got to have a bit of money in the bank to be able to do this as well. But the potential is really huge.